The king was about to have a simple breakfast, but unexpectedly, with one forkful, the colorful macarons came to life. The macarons burrowed into the noodles. The next second, the noodles stood up, turning into human form. He knocked over the noodles on the table, instantly tying up the chef, then using noodles to tie the king to a chair, and rode off on flying roast chickens. When the guards arrived, the king had already been kidnapped by several roast chickens. Now the whole country is in chaos. The prime minister and the Ministry of Magic quickly begin to investigate, sending out their best agent Fifi and her younger brother Jiagu. But the two have never liked each other since childhood. Fifi is an academic superstar. Not only does she receive a scholarship every year, but she's also a top agent after joining the Ministry of Magic. But Jiagu is different. He's never walked the straight path since childhood. He's a famous con artist, relying on his good looks and some magic tricks. He always earns lots of gold coins, so Fifi has always looked down on her con artist brother. But what she doesn't know is, after Jiagu earns money, he always helps poor people in need. The reason he's involved in this is because of his con artist skills and kind heart. But now that the king is missing, they have to team up and cooperate. Then a witch from the Ministry of Magic tells them she found a mysterious potion in the food used to kidnap the king, and formulated a tracer. It will emit a signal whenever the potion is nearby. Soon they pinpoint a diner as their target, but as soon as they enter, only Fifi is seriously searching, while Jiagu is leisurely eating snacks. But the next second, Jiagu notices something strange. The fireplace is full of magical flames. They then pass through the flames, discovering a secret room filled with various desserts. At this moment, two living cupcakes appear. Jiagu just wants to go up and say hello, but a big dog guarding the warehouse comes out, chasing Jiagu all over the place, while Fifi takes the opportunity to slip into a room filled with various magical potions. At this time, the tracer also gives a signal. The potion they're looking for is here. Fifi just wants to reach out to take it, but the pursuing dog knocks over the ladder. The potions on the shelf are shattered. Fifi and Jiagu fall down. The mixture of various magical potions causes an explosion. The siblings start turning into various animals. One moment they're a kettle, the next, a sofa. Finally, a blue potion falls. The siblings instantly turn back into children. The big dog directly turns into a corgi. The whole house is also blown to smithereens. Then the two want to take the potion back to the Ministry of Magic, but the guards don't recognize them at all, and directly throw them out. They have to come to the palace, but they're still stopped at the door as elementary school students. They try to follow the noble carriage through the secret passage, but the next second, they're chased all over by two hyenas. They try every method, but all end in failure. The two can't help but sigh. When did the palace guards become so tight? It seems they have to first find a way to turn back to normal. Fortunately, Fifi, an academic superstar for 10 years, knows very well who made the shrinking potion. As long as they find the witch, they can turn back to normal. But Jiagu is very scared. Rumor has it that this witch loves to eat children the most, but Fifi doesn't care. She believes that as a top agent, dealing with a witch is a piece of cake. Soon, they find a small cabin deep in the forest. Unexpectedly, just as Fifi wants to speak, the cabin starts moving. The witch is not as scary as rumors say, but invites them to be guests, not only promising to brew an antidote for them, but also serving delicious food. Fifi asks her about the potion. At a glance, the witch recognizes it as the masterpiece of the lakeside witch, and she lives near the magic lake. At this moment, Fifi suddenly realizes the food they're eating is all cursed with a sleep spell. The dog next to them has already fallen asleep. Fifi quickly knocks the bread out of her brother's hand and pretends to go to sleep, then uses a magic saw, cutting a big hole in the ceiling. When the witch finds out, they've already boarded the witch's magic bucket, flying up into the sky. As they leave, Fifi shoots a flame bullet, instantly igniting the witch's house. The witch is confused. I just wanted to have an extra meal, okay? Soon after, the siblings arrive at the magic lake and successfully land, but as soon as they arrive at the lakeside, they're spotted and caught by an octopus monster. The captured siblings are very scared. Rumor has it that the lakeside witch is also a terrifying monster. The next second, the palace doors open. The siblings think they're doomed, but unexpectedly, there's a party inside. Everywhere are beautiful mermaids, some sunbathing, some playing on trampolines, and some playing volleyball. Jiaji's eyes are wide open. The witch is not the monster rumored to be, but a beautiful woman. She tells the siblings the potion was indeed made by her, but it was stolen by a fat woman not long ago. Just as she finishes speaking, the guards catch another thief. It turns out the fat woman sends someone to steal the potion every day. The witch has caught several already. Seeing this, Fifi comes up with an idea, quietly freeing the living food and following them up a train. Soon they arrive at a castle made of food, and the king is sitting on a chair eating cookies non-stop. Fifi rushes up to take the king away, but the king has completely lost his memory. Not only does he not leave with them, but he also calls for cookie guards. The fat woman who stole the potion also appears at the same time. The woman throws a poisonous snake into the soup, preparing to make a feast for the king. The king is shocked. He never expected. The cook has been using frogs and poisonous snakes to cook for him every day, so he flies into a rage and directly banishes the cook from the kingdom. But the cook bears a grudge, secretly using dark magic to kidnap the king and feeding him love cakes every day, making him fall in love with her, and then marrying the king, turning the entire kingdom into her slaves. But her conspiracy is discovered by the siblings to prevent them from making trouble. The cook throws them into a volcanic oven, and she takes the king back to get married. Fifi is very upset. She blames all the responsibility on Jiagu. If Jiagu hadn't become a con artist, they would have already rescued the king. It turns out there was no scholarship at all. It was Jiagu who sacrificed himself to fulfill his sister's dream of becoming an agent. After hearing this, Fifi can't calm down for a long time. She never expected expected this brother she looked down on to sacrifice so much for her, so she sincerely apologizes to Jiagu. Then they use the bubbles in the oven, successfully bouncing outside. Next, they find the recipe for the love cakes in the cook's kitchen and successfully make the antidote. Then they sprinkle the life potion on the cookie dragon. The dragon instantly comes to life, taking them to the kingdom. But the wedding has already started. The priest is reading the vows for the king and the cook. Fifi tries to stop it, but is picked up by the guards and brought back. As the wedding is about to be completed, Jiagu rushes out directly, saying the cook is his mom to buy time. Fifi takes the opportunity to hide on the side and injects the antidote into the king's butt. The magic is instantly dispelled. Unexpectedly, the cook completes the wedding with a forceful kiss. The priest declares that they have completed the wedding ceremony. The cook happily takes the crown. As soon as the crown is put on, dark magic pours out, sweeping across the entire venue. All the audience turn into her slaves. Then the cook captures both siblings. Fifi sees the oven nearby and immediately has an idea. She grabs the antidote from the soldier's hand, wanting to pour the antidote into the oven used to make cookies. Unexpectedly, the cook threatens her with her brother. Helplessly, Fifi has to hand over the antidote. Who knows? After getting the antidote, the cook still pushes her brother into the oven. Fifi tries to grab Jiagu, but both of them fall in together, thinking the movie is about to end. Jiagu suddenly pulls out a magic ball, successfully flying them up. Fifi tries to take the antidote, but the cook tightly grabs it and won't let go, resulting in her slipping and falling into the oven. The next second, she's completely submerged by dough. Fifi pours the antidote into the dough. People who ate the antidote cookies all regain their senses. Finally, with the help of the witch from the Ministry of Magic, the siblings turn back into adults. The king personally awarded Fei Fei the medal for the best agent, and Jiagu also successfully became an agent. He formed the most tacit partnership with his sister.